Hi folks, this video was inspired by a little bitty article that appeared in the Dallas Morning News. And what this basically was about, two young ladies going to school with a purse, and then on their purses they had the Confederate flag, and the school administration told them, get those flags, get those purses out of here, as it is disruptive to the student body. So they took it to court and they lost the case. The court ruled in favor of the school administration, and what I'm going to try to do here is explore the hate that exists for the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is popularly known as the Stars and Bars, whereas the American flag, we call that the Stars and Stripes. The Confederate flag represented the Army of the South, the gray, the Confederacy, whereas the American flag represented the Army of the North, the blue uniforms, the Army of the Potomac. When that war was fought by the North over the issue of slavery, whereas the Southerners, the South, the Confederacy, they fought that war over the issue of state rights. You see, when that war broke out, 10% of the Southern population owned slaves. The other 90% did not own slaves, yet they fought in the war. And most of it was Southern poor whites. So are you telling me the 90% Southern poor whites that fought for the Confederacy fought so they could stay poor? No. They fought over the issue of state rights. In addition, not only did poor Southern whites fight in that war, so did free black Southerners fight in that war also. So you're going to say, well, they were forced to serve in that war. Really? So were whites forced to serve in that war, both North and South? That was something called the draft, conscription, where everybody got drafted into that war. As a matter of fact, till today, you can find Southern blacks honoring their Confederate heritage. And also, under the Confederate flag, slavery existed for 4 years. Under the Stars and Stripes, the flag of these here United States of America, slavery existed for 87 years. So now you tell me which flag represents slavery. So the next argument is, well, every time hate groups gather, they use the Confederate flag. Really? Now the KKK, yes, they use the Confederate flag, but guess what flag they use more than the Confederate flag? Let's have a look, kids. That's right, that was the American flag. Prior to World War II, there was a huge American Nazi party in the United States, and look at the flag they used. So now, should we ban the American flag because hate groups decide to exploit it? I don't think so, folks. We're not going to validate or give in to hateful behavior because they exploit certain flags. You see, folks, what this is basically about, the Confederate flag is being used as a vehicle by the pervert thespians in Hollywood, extreme liberals, and the political correct crowd to formate their hate towards Southerners. That's all that is about. And it's also illustrated in the movies and the sitcoms where they show Southerners as being a bunch of ignorant people. You see, folks, my first 30 years I spent in New York, my last 30 years here in Texas, and I hope to spend the remaining years here in Texas.
Yeehaw!
Because here in the South, here in Texas, I have never met so many kind-hearted, warm-hearted, generous, God-fearing, patriotic Americans as I have here in the South, here in Texas. And they come in all colors, all nationalities, all ethnic groups, with the common denominator being they're Southerners. All right, folks. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.
We are springing to the call for 300,000 more, shouting the battle cry of freedom, and we'll fill the vacant ranks of our